So guys, right now in this video I'm going to give you guys some deep insight onto what actually happens when the narcissists themselves realize 100% you're never coming back. And guess what? I know this to be true. I know it happens because I've been in this situation before. And guess who's back? Back again. The narcs are back. Tell a friend. So we tell a friend. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what happens right now when the narcissist realizes you ain't never coming back, brother. You ain't never coming back. Now, there's definitely more than one thing that can happen in this situation, but I'm just going to give you guys what I know to be true. Now, these people and these individuals, they might be a little slow in the head at certain things, but they're not completely dumb. Like, they know when you're never going back, and I know that. I know they know that. And they also know when they have you. They also know whenever you're kind of in the middle, which is when they're going to really try to manipulate you to try to really get you on their side. This is what they do, and it's all very selfish. They can only think for themselves. They don't care about how they make you feel. They don't care if they gaslight you. They don't care if they completely tear you apart. They don't care. They'll do whatever it is in their power for themselves, even if it involves destroying other people. And that is the whole problem with these narcissist type of people. It's not a bad thing to be selfish with your own life and your own existence and to focus on yourself and do things that you should be doing on a daily basis. But if it involves lying, cheating, stealing, screwing people over, doing all these things, affecting other people's lives in a negative way through your stupid actions, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when these types of people build very, 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 very bad reputations for themselves. And this is whenever you are considered a narc. You are not considered a narc for doing good onto yourself, like focusing on yourself. What would you rather do? Be a people pleaser? And I mean, what should you be doing? Being a people pleaser? Absolutely not. You gotta focus on your own self, on your own shit, and do what you know you got to do. That's exactly what you should be doing. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, and I'm about to get a little bit deeper, but like I said, the narcissist knows where you stand with them. They know. They know if you're never coming back because they can tell. They know if you're in the middle, you don't know if you should, or if you're completely gone. And they know if they have you by the scruff of the neck, right where they want you at all times. They know where they stand with you. And when they know for a fact that you are never coming back, when they know this, they're going to be very upset. They're going to be very disappointed that they lost grade A supply. Very upset. As they should be. They're not going to go and celebrate, that's for damn sure. But they will move on to the next victim. They will try to replace you. They will try to find somebody else that can make them feel the way that you made them feel. And that is exactly what they're going to do. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to fail to do so. And they'll forever live in regret for what they could have had. And there's a certain line that, you know, you and your spouse, you and your boyfriend or your girlfriend, whatever you want to call them, it could even be a damn friend. There's a certain line that people just cannot cross. You can have mishap. You can have like certain things that, can start arguments, can start some drama, and you can get past it, but there's a certain line you never cross. And with these individuals, they're going to cross that line. And you must never take them back when they cross that line. Now, in the past, I even put up with more than I should have, but that line was crossed. And never again. I knew it in my head mentally. Never again. And this person might have thought, after years went by, I just forgotten, or I just forget. Not me. I'll never forget the way you made me feel. I'll never forget the way anybody made me feel, ever. I'll never forget it, and I'll forever hold on to that. And I don't mean hold on to it thinking about it 24/7. I mean holding on to it in the sense where, if I ever see you and we're together, could be anywhere, I'll never forget how you made me feel in the sense where I'm not going to let you just toy around and play around with me ever again. I'm going to be hard as a rock in front of you. And you're not going to be able to move me. You're not going to be able to shake me. You're not going to be able to break me. You're not going to be able to do anything to me. And you're going to know how much power you do not have over me. And I'll make that very clear. Like I said, you want to be vulnerable with people you trust. You want to be vulnerable with people that you love and care for. Vice versa. Same with them to you. And you just cannot be vulnerable with narcissists. You just cannot be vulnerable with these types of people because they take advantage of that. They take advantage of your kindness. They take it as weakness. And it's just going to leave you in a very dark place whenever things like this happen to you. And it's something you have to get over yourself. It's something that you have to take steps back after something like that happens. And a lot of people understand it and a lot of people don't understand it. And the ones that don't understand it will never really know until it happens. And then they have to take the correct procedures in taking steps back to reevaluate things, to recuperate. It's like taking a big fat L whenever something like this happens. And you know what it feels like when you take a big fat L in life. It does not feel good. Like, we can relate this to like fighters like in the UFC. Whenever they lose a championship match, their entire dreams for that moment when they lose the belt go to die. They go in a very dark place. Like, things like this happen. Things like this happen in professional sports. Everybody goes through certain things. Everybody feels down at times. Shit will happen in life, period. You just have to know how to get yourself out of those places to become much stronger again. And I'm hoping this is making sense to you guys, and I know for a fact it is. Gotta be. But like I said, when these things happen, you have to do whatever it takes in your being to dig yourself up out of that grave. You have to do this. No matter how hard it is, you have to be a rock solid warrior. Just hard. It doesn't matter how hard you have to be. You have to continue to be a rock solid warrior for however long it takes to make shit great again in your own life, in your own existence. That is what you have to do. You cannot be messed with, you cannot be toyed with, you cannot be played with. It's go time, baby. It's go time. No more games, no more of this bullshit, because with the narcs, that's all it is a game. They never loved you or cared for you the way you really thought. They just wanted you to believe that. They just wanted to mirror you, do certain things, and love bomb you to make you feel that way. And it's a tough pill to swallow. But you're always going to come out on top in the end anyways, as long as you're strong. And they will fall. So, when they realize you're never coming back, when they know it mentally that you're never coming back, there's certain things you will do, and I explained some already. There's more things they will do. They will be devastated, like I said, for a while. But they will fall off the face of the map. You will probably never hear from them, never see from them ever again. They will fall off the map, I'm telling you now. And some of these narcs will watch you, stalk you, do certain things like that, but that's if they still have hope. If they have no hope, if they know for a fact you're never coming back, they're most likely going to not watch you. They're most likely, like in the beginning they will. But it's going to get to a point where they know for a fact you have moved on without them. They're done. They're not going to watch you anymore. They're going to fall off the face of the map. And like I said, you're never going to hear or see from them again. And they're moving on to somebody else. Instead of taking the L themselves, and I'm going to tell you guys this right quick too, when they feel this, they feel identical to how they made you feel when they discarded you to make you feel worthless for no good reason. For no good reason at all. They're going to feel worthless for a long time. And instead of taking that big fat L and looking themselves in the mirror to say, what can I fix? What can I do to make things better? How can I be a better person so things like this don't ever happen again? Instead of doing that, they're going on to the next victim. They'll move provinces. They'll move states. They'll move, because if you're in Canada, you're moving provinces. If you're in the United States, you're moving states. It's a different thing, but it's the same thing at the same time. But this is what they do. And they're moving on to the next victim. And they're going to continue their parade. The parade of darkness, the parade of snatching souls. And living that life forever. And this is what they do. So feel blessed if they fall off the face of the map and you never hear or see from them again, because it is not meant to be. It is not meant to be. And you deserve much, 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 much better. And you will get better.